And today I'm going to talk about how you can make your training a bit more flexible and effective by looking at my favourite subject, my training. Martin here, and I'm on a mission to try and challenge some of the information that I see around strength training for women. So if you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe this video and all that stuff. And if you want a free PDF on the 3 myths and the 2 laws of strength training for women, there's a link down below this video. Click on that and you'll get the PDF sent through to you. So the first thing I want to say is we're going to look at my current program, which is obviously geared towards my objectives and reflects my history in terms of injury, in terms of training, as well as my preferences. So unless you are my doppelganger, yours or your objectives will not be the same as mine. What I really want to do today is give you some ideas which you could apply to allow you to structure your own training. So what are my objectives? Well, currently they are maintaining and, if possible, building some strength and muscle, improving power, staying mobile, and I want to try and hit the NHS recommended weekly targets for aerobic activity, which is 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise. So if we take a look at my program here, then what we can see is we start off with my weekly target, or the way that I plan to achieve this is 2 strength sessions a week, or 1 strength endurance session, 1 power and or 1 power endurance session. So that session might look like it might have a strict power element to it and have a power endurance element in it, or it might be just one or the other. Then I look to have 1 plyometrics, which is kind of a fancy word, but just think jumping, bounding, that sort of thing, and combining that with a sprint session. And then my 150 minutes of aerobic exercise over the course of a week. So the beauty of this is I don't really care what order I complete these sessions in during the week. I'll just do them when I can. So for example, if I'm in the gym with clients, but I have some spare time, then I'll probably do one of my strength sessions. Or if the dog needs some exercise, I'll take her down the park and I'll do my plyometric sprint session down there. The point is, it's flexible enough to fit in with my life, which then means that it's more likely to actually get done. So then let's take a look at the specifics of, in this case, a strength session. So I'll pick a minimum of 3 exercises from this list, depending on how much time I've got. And then I'll just try and improve on what I did last time. So that's either going to be more weight, or it's going to be more sets and or more repetitions. So again, within the session itself, I've got some flexibility. If I've got more time, I'll do more exercises. So then moving on, if I have a look at a power endurance session, which I did today. So in this case, I'm using 2 times 16 kilogram kettlebells to do a clean and jerk, or my version of a clean and jerk, every 30 seconds. In this case, maintaining that for 10 minutes. And this is actually from a free program that's available called Dry Fighting Weight, which I'll add a link to that below. So if you want to read more about it, you can go there and try it yourself. And in terms of progressing this session, the power endurance session over week to week, then I'll be looking to build it up to the point where I can do this for 30 minutes. And the point with all of this is that then means that I can track what I'm doing on a weekly basis. Am I hitting those overall targets in terms of how many strength sessions, how many power endurance sessions, and so on, and progress each session where I can. And I find what this gives me enough structure to move me towards my targets, but enough flexibility to fit it around the rest of my life and work and all that stuff. So if this is an approach that you think might work for you, all you have to do is decide what your objectives are. And that could be anything. I want to improve my endurance, and I want to get stronger, for example, right? So you might decide, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 runs a week. I'm going to do 1 strength session a week. So whatever it is for you, you set your weekly goals, create your individual sessions, and then most importantly, track your sessions from week to week. And you then have a means of, or you have a program that is flexible enough for you, but also effective because you're going to track what you do and then try and build on that week to week. So that's it. So if you found this useful, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with a friend who you think might benefit from this. And until next time, stay strong, stay powerful, and I will see you soon.